There is one person who I have, by now, learned to understand. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate. But I know this individual is just not ready to become the next head chef at BLT Steak, New York. That person is...
Hello and welcome to a new episode of Hell's Kitchen, the linear regression series. Let's meet the contestants. The first contestant is Will. He will represent X1 in this example. Next we have Tommy. He will be X2 in this example. Thirdly, we have Elise, and she will be X3. And this is Paul. He's X4. In this episode of Hell's Kitchen, Head Chef Gordon Ramsay will be analyzing which member of the kitchen will be the best for predicting the success of BLT Steak, New York. To do this, Chef Ramsay must create a model that best estimates the overall success of the restaurant. This is what the model would look like if all four contestants were cooking at BLT Steak. With Y representing the success of the restaurant and beta naught representing the y-intercept, the collective relationship between each chef's skills and the profit of the restaurant is a good predictor of BLT Steak's success. To determine the chefs that would be a best fit for the restaurant, Chef Ramsay must conduct a linear regression analysis and compare the chef's individual p-values with a 95% confidence or critical value of 0.05. This is the hypothesis test that Gordon Ramsay created to make a decision on whether or not a certain chef would be good for the restaurant. Ramsay will reject the null hypothesis of each test if the corresponding chef has the essential skills to make the restaurant successful, resulting in a p-value of less than 0.05. All the chefs put up a fight in the kitchen to prove that they had what it takes to be the top chef at BLT Steak.
Tommy, please take off your jacket. Keep your head up, kid.
Keep your head up, buddy.
Love the energy. So keep going.
Absolutely.
You belong in the kitchen.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
I need the jacket.
Absolutely.
Without the tattoos.
I don't think they come with it.
Huh?
Thank you, Chef.
Well done.
Need another one.
Well done.
Later, guys.
Bang up job, kid.
After conducting the p-value test, it was clear that Tommy did not show his skills well enough to the master chef. His p-value was much greater than 0.05, therefore he was eliminated from the model. Gordon Ramsay now has 3 more contestants that all passed the p-value test. However, he suspects that one other contestant has not perfected the art of cooking yet. Chef Ramsay wants to conduct a partial F test to see which remaining chef is the weakest link. A partial F test is the difference between the SSE of a partial model and the SSE of a full model, divided by the total number of variables in the full model minus the total number of variables in the partial model, all over the MSE of the full model. Chef Ramsay calculated 3 different partial F tests, with each one excluding one of the chefs. His hypothesis tests are shown here. He is testing whether or not a certain chef is significant to the model in all 3 of these tests. Gordon will reject the null hypothesis if the F statistic is greater than the critical value, meaning the chef excluded from the partial model in that particular test has what it takes to be a chef at the restaurant.
The first person into the final is... Will. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Will.
Great job. Thank you.
The first partial F test was finally complete, rendering Will as the first chef to be chosen for the final model. His F statistic was way greater than the critical value, meaning he has the essential skills to make the restaurant successful.
But there's one of you that I feel can command the kitchen better than the other and won't back down no matter what. The person joining Will is Paul.
Thank you, Chef.
Well done.
Thank you.
The final 2 partial F tests were complete, and Elise was selected to leave Hell's Kitchen. She did not show Chef Ramsay that she had what it took to be a major factor in BLT steak's success. When Ramsay completed her partial F test, it was below the critical value, so we failed to reject the null hypothesis. The final model was completely formed, so Will and Paul were the 2 chefs selected to represent BLT Steak New York.